under pressure.
Y'all feel nervous?
Wait, so am I doing that? Am I doing the basketball bit? Yeah. He's going to teach you how to do it. Oh, that'd be nice.
Do you know why? Why does it?
Why? Can you not see who the 7 people are? No. Oh, yeah. Who are we saying hello to? Oh, your friend Alan. Oh. That's dead nice.
Oh.
There's live on there as well.
I was just seeing if you could see if anybody's left. Oh.
Why? It's not time yet. Oh, it nearly is time. Gosh, we've got 45 seconds. Are you on Insta?
Don't know. Just went on Insta. Go on, Tony, get up there. Get up there, girl.
Not pressure.
Got 9 people on already. We don't need some lights up there. We don't need some lights. No,
It's really light.
Really good. Do you want me to just open the blind side then?
No.
No? Okay.
Is it open? Stuart Grice, looking forward to get to great talent showcase. Go on, Team Blue. Thanks, Stuart. Appreciate that. leave you to do the basketball.
Alright, good morning everybody and welcome to the live stream today. Obviously you've got Josh and Antonia with you as well today. I'm going to do a little bit of basketball with you and then I'm going to hand over to Antonia. She's going to take you through some football skills as well. First off, you're going to need a ball that bounces, and ideally you want a floor that isn't soft either. So if you're on carpet, you might need to think about where you are, or maybe later on come back to the video once you've got a bit better floor to go on. First thing we're going to have a go at, if you've done basketball in PE with me before, you'll have definitely done some of these. We call them ball wraps. Dead simple. You just wrapping the ball around one part of your body. We're going to do it as fast as we can. So trick with this one, using just your fingers to control the ball. Nice and wide, we're going to pick a leg and then we just go around one leg. You just go as fast as you can. Keep the ball moving around that leg. If you want to change direction, you change direction, go the other way. And if you can swap legs as well, we can do the other leg and go over 10 over here as well. And swap direction. And then we can move up our body, slightly trickier one going around your waist, obviously it's a little bit larger. So you might need some hip wiggling if you're struggling with the ball. But again, trying to get that ball going as fast as you can, so move it really nice and quick. What I normally say is if you don't drop it once, you're not going fast enough, and we can change direction again, and I'll go the other way. Whee!
I'll go fast enough.
And then if we go back down to our legs, we can go in a figure of 8 this time. Wait, and it drops it down. So I'm going round one, through the other. And again, you can swap direction on this one and go the other direction. There it goes. And back up around our legs. And up around your neck as well, so we can also go up around our neck. And again, if you want to mix any of these together, you can start to mix these together. So you can go one around your neck, around your waist, around your leg, work your way back up. Or you can do it around both legs. You can do it around different parts of your legs, around your knees, around your ankles. around your waist, up around your head again. So again, you can pretty much do what you want with these ball wraps. You can go wherever you like, move it around, just get used to controlling the ball a little bit more. So, next thing we're going to have a little look at is we're going to have a look at some clap and catch techniques. You guys will have done some of these before. They start off with very basic bounce, clap, catch. I've got a bit of a dead spot. There we go, bounce, clap, catch. If you want to, let's have a go. Let's do 5 of them dead quick. Bounce, clap, catch. Keeping your eye on the ball all the time. And then obviously you can make these a little bit tricky and move on. So the obvious next stage would be to throw, clap and catch. So again, we're just going to do 5 of these. If you want to do 5 at home as well, you can. Now, again, people that have done basketball with me in PE will know a couple of these, and you'll know that we've got some trickier ones that we can have a go at as well. So this time I'm going to bounce, clap and catch again. But I'm doing 2 claps. I'm going to do 1 on top, 1 below, then we catch it. Like that. Top, bottom. There it is. So again, we can do 5 of these, top, bottom, then catch. We can move on to our next one a little bit quicker. I'll turn sideways for this one so you can see it. I'm going to throw the ball this time. I'm going to do 2 claps, 1 in front, 1 behind, and then I'm going to catch again. So we've got front, back, catch, just like this. Good. Go over again. Oh. I've got enough room to throw it. Okay. So one more of those is you might have just seen. I haven't got an awful lot of room here, so I'm not going to do it particularly big because I've got some lights and some curtains above me. But we can also have a go at bouncing and catching behind us and throwing and catching behind us. So to bounce and catch behind us, obviously you'd be going legs apart, and we're going to bounce the ball, see if we can catch it behind us, and then to throw behind. Again, you're going to keep standing nice and straight, don't bend over when you do this one, but we can throw it over our head, and we can catch behind as well. Now, if you want a little bit easier version of those, with the bounce one, start down lower and do a small bounce. We can do nice small bounces like this. So we'll start with this one, and we'll have a little go, and then as you get a bit more confident, you can do slightly bigger bounces to go through. So let's just go 5 times. See if we can bounce through. Come on, Sonia, you go on. I like to say the best you can try really hard ones and see if you can catch a really hard one as well. Boys, nearly there. So we're just bouncing and catching behind us. Boys, a close one. Should we give it a minute? Antoni's going to get one. Feel it, it's on its way.
Come on, Tony.
We're all
Yay!
And then obviously our other one was going over our head. If you want to make this slightly easier, start the ball on your head, roll it backwards, and then you can move on to throwing it over. And catching. Yeah, that's probably a good point. I don't have a ponytail, which makes life a bit easier. So, yeah, it's maybe a good shout there. But throwing the ball up over your head and catching. Now, obviously, these drills are a little bit tricky and a little bit dangerous, especially if you're using a hard basketball. So do just be sensible when you're doing them. Have a little go at them. Practice them a few times so you can get better at them. Now, we're going to move on to having a look at some bouncing. So, time to make some noise and upset all the parents. But we're going to have a go at bouncing the ball. And they do make a nice loud noise. A couple of things we want to make sure that we're doing when we're bouncing is we've got to keep control of the ball. Obviously in a game of basketball, this is how you would move around the court and this is how you would beat defenders. So having control over the ball is really, really important to us. We're going to keep fingers spread really, really wide. And this part of my hand here, the palm, doesn't actually touch the ball. If you squeeze down at the bottom of your palm here, all your bones come together, it's really, really hard. So it's good for hitting stuff, but it's not great for controlling things. So we're going to leave this off the ball, and we're going to use our fingers instead. We're going to keep them spread. Keep your elbow close to your body, not glued, but close to your body. And when you're ready, start bouncing. We're just pushing the ball down. If you notice, when it's in my hand, it actually sticks in my hand for a second. I'm not hitting the ball straight away like this. I'm letting the ball push up and push back down as well. So it stays in my hand for a few seconds. bouncing just out in front and to the side of you. Not here, but over to this side. So we're just go, so we got 20. We're just got 20 normal bounces.
Turn.
Excellent. Anything that we do with one hand, obviously, we should always have a go at doing it with the other. So exactly the same. Fingers spread, elbow in, bouncing just in front and out to the side. We go left back this time. Again, just allowing that ball to push your hand up a little bit before you push it back down. Actually, if you're a little bit older and you've been doing a little bit of this before, what you can actually do by bouncing it faster and harder, you can make the ball stick in your hand for even longer. If you were to watch a professional player, this is how they would do it. So like this. As you can see, when the ball comes up, it stays in your hand for a second. That gives me more control over the ball, and that's going to allow me to do different things. So if you're sort of happy with just bouncing normally, you can move on and do what we call a pound dribble, which is again what I just showed you, which is a pound dribble. So the ball bounces faster and comes back to your hand a bit quicker. Now we're going to move on. We're doing a couple of different little types of dribbling. We've just done a normal one like this. So we're going to change to a high one now. So it's going to be up by our head. I'm going to keep control of the ball so my hand stays on top, but I'm going to let the ball bounce up very high. So I'm going to put it up here on this one, so it's going up to my head this time. And this one's going to be a little bit trickier to control as it bounces nice and high. And again, we can swap over and have a go with our other hand. Keep those fingers spread. Try and keep your elbow in. If you notice I'm not flapping like this, I've still got that elbow nice and close, even though I'm pushing to my head. And we can give it a big dribble. Now, we can obviously go big, we can go middle, and the one we've left out would be the small one as well. And to do a small dribble, we need to change how we use our hand a little bit. The big dribbles, we're using almost all of our hand, all of our fingers. For small dribbles, you're going to come right onto your fingertips. And the smaller you make it, the less of your finger you need to use, because you want speed. So what we're going to look at this time, using just my fingertips, we're going to go as small as we possibly can. See if we can do some very side bounce. Some really, really tiny ones. And again, swap over to the other side. And just using really, really small bounces. One thing that we can do with this one, whilst you're doing these small bounces, if you get yourself a little object, like a cone, I'll show you how you do it with your leg in a minute as well. You can actually practice going in a circle round in this one, and we can start going in a circle around our cone. So moving the ball around in an object, in a circle around an object. And again, you can swap hands. We can do the other hand as we go around the league. And we can also do alternates as well. You can keep swapping, which is a little bit trickier. You can do both of them. If you can go around an object, what you can also do is you can go around your foot in exactly the same technique, using that circular motion. So we're just going to move the ball around to the side. And this bit's quite important. Go behind you first. Because then when you bounce through your legs, it comes back out in front of you. If you go the other way, it comes out behind you. It's harder to see. So, small bounces around behind you. Push it through. And get control on the other side. Before you know it, you'll be going in a circle around your leg. Obviously, swap hands. You go around the other one. Make it bigger and bigger before you know it. So then you can have a little go just circling around the cone or circling around the foot. Antonio's picked it up already. Now, a couple of other things that we can do, which we may as well touch on, because these are things that you're likely to see if you're watching real games, is some of the skills and what we call crossover dribbles, which is swapping hands, basically. Any bounce that goes from one side to the other is known as a crossover dribble. So we can have a go at some of those to start off with. The first and easiest one is the one we've just shown you, where it comes in front of my body. So I've got a couple of bounces at the side, and then when you're ready, we're going to turn our fingers to the outside. So if the ball was in my hand, these bounces would be straight when my fingers are facing the camera. As soon as I turn my fingers out, the ball's going to bounce across. So I've got two straight bounces, turning my fingers out, the ball will bounce across to the other side, and then do the same on this side. Move it backwards and forwards. And all we're doing is turn your hand on the ball, try and keep your hand on top, that's quite important. But turn your hand, and you can move the ball in different directions. So we'll have a little go. So 1, 2, and swap over. See, you can keep that ball moving from side to side. You can see it's moving all the way across my body. I'm not swapping in the middle like this. I've got some nice long sideways bounces that go all the way across. And if you can do this move, this is the basis for most of our other moves. So to change this into one of the slightly fancier moves, you can do through your legs or behind your back, which I'm sure you've had a go at over it. So to have a little go at through the legs, we need to start off with a couple of things we've already had. Firstly, we need our small bounces. If it's below your knees, it's going to be a lot easier. If you're bouncing from here, it's a lot harder to do. So, small bounces first. So, get down nice and low, small bounces. Go through my legs, all I need to do is step forwards. Mostly we make the mistake of stepping sideways like this. And again, like when we're doing our circles, if you bounce the ball there, it comes out behind you, you can't see it. But if you step forwards, it will come out to the side of you still. So, small bounces, and when I'm ready, I'm going to step forwards, and then you just push it through, just like we did on our crossover. It's close, nearly there, show a few goes. So do some small bounces, I'm going to step forwards, we're going to bounce it through. If you're looking for a spot to aim at, you're going just behind your heel. Maybe if I do it sideways, you'll be able to see from that angle. As I bounce the ball, it bounces just behind my heel. That makes sure it's going to clear my leg when it comes out of the way. Okay, small bounces, and through we go. Again, just nice small bounces, and through you go. And go through your legs. If you need with this one, it is obviously helpful. The bigger you are, you have longer legs, and you get a bigger gap to go through. So if you are struggling, feel free to lift your leg up. That is absolutely fine. You can do it, it just takes some practice. So lift your leg up to start and get used to how it feels. And then once you start getting used to how it feels, eventually you'll be like this before you know it. And you'll be able to go through your legs. The other one you can have a little go at, and again there's a bit of a trick to this one, is the behind back dribble. So this one's easier. Yeah, definitely. Certainly easier. So again, like I said, there's a little bit of a trick to this one. We start with the ball on one side of our body, bounce to one side. When I want it to go behind my back, all I'm going to do is I'm going to turn away from the ball. So when I've got the ball over here, I'm going to turn to face Antonia. And what will happen is the ball will pop out behind you. So if I do it a little bit quicker, I'll go this way this time, and turn to face this way, and it comes out behind. So all you need to do is bounce to the side, and turn away from the ball. The ball will come out behind you. Well, you know it. First time, everybody. You can have one back. Good job. So there, just behind the back dribble. I think Antonia hasn't done those before, so I think you can probably tell. They're not as tricky as they look. They do just take a little bit of practice and a bit of perseverance. That word that we all hear in school all the time. Persevere. Keep trying. Keep doing it. The more you practice it, the better you're going to get at it. Now, anything that we can do with one basketball, you can actually have a go at with two. So, what you can do, if you feel brave and you're up for a challenge, is anything that we've just done, I can get a second basketball and I can do them both together. To do this, you're going to start with both the balls, and you start with them out to the sides. This is really important. If you start with them in the middle, you're going to bang into each other, and then you're going to lose control of both of them at the same time. So start them out at the sides, and then all you do is you pull your hands out of the way like a trapdoor. So just pull it from underneath the ball. They'll both go down, and we can go both together. So now, obviously, I'm doing those sort of middle bounces that we did before. I can do nice big ones up here. We can go back to the low ones now. Again, if you wanted to, I said anything. You can get your objects back, and you can have a go with the circles, and you can make those circles around objects. All right. And again, like I said, you need to do this with your feet, so you can actually do the figure of eight with one ball that goes around the legs. just where we move the ball side to side. With one hand, just slap it. And like I said, if you can do that with one hand, and you can do that with the other hand, you can have a go. With both. Do you want to have a go?
What, using both?
Yeah, go for it.
Go on, Tony.
Come on.
Guys, drop them.
Yes.
That's not bad, right? So, just on that, like obviously you said, Antonia's not done that before.
I'm not a basketball.
It's not as tricky as it looks. It obviously looks very impressive when you start doing all the skills and things. But it is something that you can do. It's just something that you have to have a little go at, you have to have a little practice at. It's only the same, like I say, we bounce to this hand, we bounce to this hand. There's no difference doing both together. But you can have a little go and you can play around. And if you have a little search on YouTube, you'll find loads of those sorts of two-ball dribbling drills and things like that you can have a go at. I'm going to finish off today with a couple of fun but useless skills. These are the kind of skills that I get asked about all the time when I'm out on my lessons. We don't normally get time to teach them in PE because, like I said, they're useless. They're not going to help you in the game, but they are fun and they look cool. So the first one that I get asked about a lot, is spinning the ball on your finger. So spin the ball on a finger, you're going to start with it in your hands like this, you want it in your fingers, and it's simply just a flick of the wrist. And you're just flicking it, and it doesn't really matter which way you flick it, one way or the other. I flick away from me, and the ball will go up onto your finger. And once it's there, it's just a case of a few little taps to keep it going. Alright, have a little go. Now, that's what we're looking for. As you can see, the ball started to rise up, it started to spin. And whilst Antonia can practice this a lot, it's just not got a lot of control yet. But that's exactly what we wanted. We want that effect as the ball comes up onto your finger. And if you keep practicing that over and over and over again, eventually you'll be able to get it so it can spring up there. And then once it's up there, like I say, it's just a case of a few little taps and you can keep the ball spinning. But as she keeps practicing that,
Oh, there you
it's
go.
going to get better and better and better. And you can see it happening already right in front of you. She's slowly starting to improve. So this is one of those things that you're not going to be able to pick up the ball and do straight away. Alright, it's not going to work straight away for you. You've got to practice it. But if you do it for 20 minutes every day, by this time next week, you will be able to spin it on your finger. Once it's up on that finger, you can even start to move it around if you get it quick enough. And you can start to switch. Oh, struggling. I've tried on my nose, it doesn't work, it just slides in your face. But I'm not brilliant at this, but again, if you go onto YouTube and you watch, I have a friend that can actually spin 3 balls on top of each other, it's really impressive. So you can actually find some of these cool things. And then the last one I'm going to show you today is my favourite one. We call it the Around the World, and it looks like this. And it's a little magic trick to make the ball go around. So basically to do this, you want to circle with your arms, and you want your hands lower than your shoulders. And then all you're going to do is you're going to pull up one side. Keep that arm still. And it will come round. And it will come round and match you. So, like I say, you're going to keep one arm still so you can see from the side, and I'm going to pull up with the other one. Like I'm spinning the ball up that arm. And it will act like a train track, and then when it comes back down, you flip it again, and you can keep it going, round and round and round and round and round. So there's a couple of little fun but useless skills that you can be having a go at. The spin on your finger and around the world where you just pull and let the ball spin round in a circle. But I'm going to hand you over to Antonia now to take us through football.
Yes.
That's not my area at all. So.
I'm teaching you then. You're not going to be say. So before we get started on football, make sure you're commenting, make sure you share. We want lots of people to be able to watch this. So yeah, if you've got any questions, give us a shout. We've got everyone behind the camera, and they will ask.
Well, Gemma's watching. She says, well done team, love it. And Mr. Hodge is watching as well.
Oh, hello, Mr. Hodge.
So great work, Chorley School Sports Partnership.
James McVitie is watching
James
again.
McVitie's watching as well.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, so we're just going to do a few little football bits, okay? We've not got a lot of space, so there's not too much that we can do. But it's a few little bits, a little bit fun, okay?
greatly dislike it, everybody. Terrible sport.
So remember, when you're doing these, unlike me, try and keep your heads up. Okay, so looking forwards. Off you go. It is tiring, I'm very fit at the minute. So, you can link a few of them together, so you can do toe taps, and then go to the side. So you can use these when you're actually playing the game as well. Alright, so, we might go back to those in a little while, but can you hear me? So, hopefully, you've all got someone at home with you. Okay, so maybe parent, grandparent, or if you've not, then you can just go against the wall. So we're going to practice some passing. Alright, so, am I in the shot?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can use the inside of the foot. Okay, so inside of the foot, stop the ball, inside of the foot, to pass it on. So, same as in basketball, we don't just want to use one foot. We want to use both of our feet to control, both of our feet to pass. Yeah. So, hopefully, you've all got a partner or a wall or something to pass against by now. Okay, so when you're passing, it's important to look at what you're aiming for, okay? If you're looking over there, when you're in front of me, you can do it. But if you're looking in the wrong direction, it's
Oi.
and now we've got a ball. Okay, so make sure you're looking at who you want to pass to. Right, we'll do a few more of those. Let's have a competition between us and the people at home. So, someone behind the camera, can you start a time for us?
How long would you like?
We would like a minute. So, get yourselves ready with your partners at home. We're going to do a minute and see how many passes we can do.
Cool.
I reckon we can beat everyone. Right, so we want you to be,
No pressure, guys, no pressure.
no pressure at all, 5 steps away from each other. So, 1. Actually, no, let's go for 5 steps. 3 steps. So 3 steps away from your partner or 3 steps away from your wall. Alright, we're going to have a minute. Let's see who beats.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you keeping count, Michaela?
I'll keep count, yeah.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go! Halfway. Ten seconds. Time's up.
Michaela, how many did you get?
74.
74, right, let's give people in the comments.
Yeah,
Minutes,
drop a
see
comment if you beat 74.
If you had a go, see if anyone actually did it with us.
You shattered now.
Pardon?
You shattered.
Yeah, I am. Ready for it.
Josh hasn't even broken a sweat.
She's fitter than I am. Has anyone commented? Oh.
I guess
I-
that means we won by 7
Yeah.
so bring it everyone.
I'll let you know if they do.
Okay, brilliant. So, we'll should we do a little cool down? Okay, cool down for competition. Alright, so we'll give everything a stretch off. Alright, so bring your arms across your body. Nice
Tony's got young eyes.
So we've got another live video tomorrow. Alright, so tomorrow is fitness with Michaela and James. So if you want some fitness, you can do that. I think
Want some fitness?
yeah, I think I need some fitness. I might join in.
Tune in tomorrow.
Yeah, so get yourselves on. It'll be a lovely time with Michaela and James.
Maybe we should get you to perform live from your house, Antonia.
I
As Nick and
can
James are live.
join you on the screen. You can come on the screen.
Yeah.
In your pyjamas.
Go down to our legs. Let's start from this one. Like a train on this side.
That's well.
Second.
Oh.
But we did fitness last time. Didn't work, obviously. Okay, shake it off. And other leg. I'm very silent all of a sudden. We used to eat it laughing.